Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel A-Score Academy. In the previous video, I have already explained you about the concept of entity, the classification of entity, what is attribute, what is domain, and what all are the entities set. Today we are going to see the entity type, how it is represented in the entity relationship diagram. Okay, so basically what is an entity type? Collection of entities having similar attribute is called as entity type. Collection of entities having similar attributes. So here you can see this is nothing but E1, entity 1, this E2, this E3, E4. Okay, that means what? All the four entities are having similar attribute. Similar attribute means what? E1 is having roll number, name, class, address. Similarly, E2, E3 and E4. Therefore, all these four entities belong to the student entity type. So here we say this table name itself is said to be as entity type. Okay, entity type. The relation name itself is nothing but the entity type, and we say entity 1 belongs to entity type student. Similarly, entity 4 belongs to entity type student. That means what? This entire entity belongs to entity type student. Okay. Now, how it is represented in entity relationship diagram. Okay. The entity type is represented in a rectangle box. Okay, that means what? Here we are going to write student. Okay, student. This is nothing but the entity type represented in a rectangular box. Okay, next, roll number, name, class, address. These are nothing but the attributes for this entity type, or we can say the column name for this table student. Okay, attributes are nothing but the column name given to that particular table. So how we are going to write in the entity relationship diagram over here? We are going to write here roll number. Okay, we are going to write here name, class and address. Whatever attributes are present for this table, we are going to write in this oval. Okay, and the key attribute is represented with a underline. Okay, the entity relationship diagram, whatever the key attribute is, we have to specify giving an underline in this entity relationship diagram. So basically, how the entity type is represented? Entity type is represented in a rectangular box, and whatever attribute are there, they are represented into the oval. Now, what is key attribute? An attribute in your table which uniquely identifies a record is said to be as an key attribute. Whatever attribute we take in a relation, we take in a student, which is uniquely identifying a record, is said to be as the key attribute or the primary key. Okay, so basically in the previous example I have taken roll number as the attribute, right? Roll number. Roll number. So basically roll number is used to uniquely identify a student in your class, right? Like if I say roll number 3, please stand up. So what the solution for this is? Only one and only one student in your entire class will stand, who is having roll number 3. Right? That means what? A student with roll number 3 is uniquely present into your entire class. Similarly, the second example if I take, that is nothing but employee ID. Right? Employee ID is unique for that particular employee table. Okay, in your entire company, employee ID will be given to only a single person having 101. The 101, only one, this will be uniquely identified in your entire company. Similarly, 104, this employee ID is used to uniquely identify an employee in your entire company. Right? I hope you have got what is the meaning of key attribute, right? Now, next see what are the types of entity type. Okay, so basically entity type is classified as strong entity type and weak entity type, and here key attribute plays a very important role in deciding strong entity type and weak entity type. Now let's see what is the meaning of strong entity type and weak entity type. Okay, so basically what is strong entity type? An entity type which is having a key attribute which is used to uniquely identify a record in your table is said to be as strong entity. Here example I have taken, example is what? Employee, student and parent. So basically key attribute, here I have taken the example for every relation. So here you can see employee ID is a key attribute for the employee, so that an employee can be uniquely identified in your company. Similarly, roll number for student and parent ID for the parent, right? So these are the key attributes for this relation employee, student and parent, which is used to uniquely identify a record in your table, right? Next is nothing but weak entity type. You can see weak entity type here. Weak entity type which do not have key attribute of their own. That means what? Here there is no attribute which is uniquely identifying a record in your table. Such entity type is said to be as weak entity type. Okay, that do not have a key attribute in its table, that entity is said to be as the weak entity type. Here example I have taken child and dependent. Child I have taken since child won't exist unless the parent is there, right? Similarly dependent won't survive unless the employee is there. Okay, so that is the reason I have taken a simple example child and dependent over here. Child is having attribute like name and age. Similarly dependent is having the attribute like name and relation. So here in the ER diagram you can see how it is represented. So basically strong entity is represented in a single rectangle box, whereas the weak entity is represented in a double rectangle box. Okay, and the relationship is represented in a double diamond, and this type of relationship is said to be as the identifying relationship, is said to be as identifying relationship. Okay, that means what? Here identifying how the dependent is identified. How dependent is identified? With the help of the employee ID, right? It is not having its own key attribute to identify itself. Like I have said here, it is having the attribute like name, right? It is having the attribute like relation. What is the relation of this particular dependent with the employee, right? Employee is having the attribute like employee ID, right? Employee ID, it is having the attribute like name, right? So basically here employee ID is taken as the key attribute which is uniquely identifying the employee, right? And this dependent like 101, this is the employee ID 101, and his dependent are suppose here Rakesh, and the relation is what? Son. Like this, the data is recorded into the company database. Employee is working in the company, and extra detail for this employee is taken as the dependent. What is his son's name, right? So basically his son's name is Rakesh and son. But remember here one thing, this won't exist unless this is there, right? Company will keep record only for the employee, right? And with this employee it is going to keep the record for its dependent. That's why here we say weak entity won't exist